go flying at 60 miles an hour. If we're not flying at 60, then help it off. Alright. A little more forward stick, more forward stick, more forward, more forward, more forward, more forward, more forward. Right about there. Very nice, nice looking approach. Alrighty, real nice. Alright, remember for the go, you're going to do power and stick at the same time.
November 4955 Delta, cap on traffic, bids on airborne's off from the left close traffic pattern, runway 23 clear for takeoff, make left close traffic.
All the way around until final. Is the goal. It's hard for me to see the airspeed indicator. So if I say airspeed, that means I want to know what the airspeed is. Got it. But 95, so I can look over your shoulder there a little bit. Alright, so we're pretty positioned pretty well here for a wheel landing. There's our glide path. And I'm going to just keep the airspeed up until we're down in the runway environment. And then I'm going to start that progressive flare. And here's that little hunting for the wheels and the pavement that I was talking about.
Right.
Just trying to put those main wheels on the ground. That could have been smoother, but the tail wheel's still up in the air.
Right.
And we're going to keep slowing as we go down the runway. And look at this stick. Look at the stick position. Just follow me through with it. As we get slower, that stick is going further and further forward. And now I'm comfortably in a position where we can fly the tail wheel to the ground. So instead of bringing it more forward, I'll just put the tail wheel on the ground. And now the go is going to be the same thing. It's got that little shimmy, so I'll start the go here early. So stick and throttle come forward at the same time. Get the tail wheel in the air. Yep. And then coming through 60 miles an hour, we lift it off. And you can see, because we're doing a 90 mile an hour approach, we got 1,000 feet remaining now, so we used up a lot of runway doing that. So, we could do better than that, but for training, that's, I think that was a reasonable amount of runway there. All right, whenever you're ready, your controls. All right, I got them down, getting into the runway environment. Yeah, very good. A little bit of power if you need it. And they're down there somewhere. Oh. Yeah, a little round out on the runway. Alright, so that was pretty ugly, but I guess we'll call that a wheel landing. Alright, let's go. Yeah, that round out on the runway doesn't do you any favors there, so that kind of sent you airborne again.
Yeah, it did. I see now what people mean by the whole porpoising a tail wheel.
Also helped us stay on the runway as we were going over the round out on runway 29 there. So don't jab the stick forward, but just realize that as you're cruising down the runway with the wheels on it, you'll need more and more forward stick as you get slower. A little left pedal, get that fuselage lined up with the runway. Yeah, very good. Very nice, a little more forward, just a little more forward stick. A little more forward stick, a little more forward stick, keep that tail up.
At ground, November 22 Romeo Echo ready, taxi out of jet, we have kilo.
Okay, here we can go.
22 Romeo Echo, you're on tower, sir.
Sorry about that.
I'll talk to you soon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was nice. Again, in the as I was talking about as you were doing it there, we just need a little bit more forward stick in the landing roll. You want to keep the tail up a little higher, and that'll pin us to the ground more firmly.
Yeah, I kind of felt that.
Yeah. What's our airspeed?
100 or 95.
Probably check that power, make sure it's all the way back at idle now, just to get the speed back. And you are a little bit of high. You could throw in just a little bit of a quarter slip here. So go wing down, top rudder. There you go. Now you've bled some energy off and you can take it out. And you're still correcting the center line, but once you're there, make sure you get that left pedal in to line us up with the center line. Perfect right there.
Chase and report the Gulfstream 4, the green and white one, Echo
Yeah,
Site 4
that's real nice right there. I just kind of ride this out a little bit longer. But
Okay, we'll wait for your call
tail to
and
the ground
looking for the Gulfstream.
Perfect, very nice.
Insight, 55 Delta.
All right, forward, that's good.
55 Delta, roger.
That was real nice. I think you're getting the hang of these.
Thank you.
But then I do that a lot too, is if I'm a little fast on short fine, I'll just do kind of like a quarter slip or a half slip just to sort of check the energy. And
We're doing pretty good though, we're at 85 right now.
okay.
Hanson Tower, good morning, Arrow 813, November Delta, holding short 23, ready for departure, close traffic.
Go around.
Arrow 813, November Delta, Hanson Tower, good morning. Wind calm, make right close traffic, runway 23, clear for takeoff.
Right close traffic on the go, clear for takeoff 23, 813, November Delta.
Yeah, so my advice for you initially is until you really master the tail wheel, is be very easy to go around, particularly on wheel landings, because that porpoise, it's gonna, the nose attitude excursions are gonna gradually increase on that porpoise.
Cap on 45 Golf, continue the left close traffic pattern.
Left close traffic, 45 Golf. You know, you're gonna get bigger and bigger nose oscillations with each step of the porpoise. That's why they call it a porpoise, and
Right.
eventually that'll lead to the prop digging into the ground. So the best thing to do, so go around, and then once you start getting comfortable with it and you think you can tame the bounce, just turn it into a 3-point landing instead of the wheel landing. It's very difficult to save a bounced or a porpoising wheel landing.
Tower 3, November Delta, confirming I can turn base to Q3.
Affirmative, Tower 3, November Delta, you can set the base.
Power all the way back to idle right here. And then if you
And number
need it,
55
in
Delta,
the
I don't
round out,
have room for a departure, so runway 23 is cleared, touch and go left, close traffic, on the go.
now you can add a little bit if you need it.
Go 23 left traffic, 5 Delta.
Tower 3, November Delta, number 2, runway 23 cleared, touch and go left, close traffic, on the go.
Clear touch and go for 23, and left for close traffic on the go, 3 November Delta.
Thanks.
The cap on 45 Golf, extend.
Path.
Number 1 Golf Kilo, contact Boston Departure, have a good flight.
Boston departure 81 Golf Kilo.
Number 55 Delta, your traffic to follow is now on inside of a mile final.
Traffic in sight, this will be a full stop for 55 Delta, please.
Number 55 Delta, roger, runway 23 clear to land.
Clear land 23, 55 Delta, thanks.
And 3 November Delta, you're still following Cessna ahead, do you still have them in sight?
Still have them in sight, 3 November Delta.
3 November Delta, roger, number 3, runway 23 clear, touch and go.
Number 3 cleared, actually this will be a full stop landing for 3 November Delta.
3 November Delta, roger, runway 23 clear to land.
Clear to land 23, 3 November Delta.
And number 55 Delta, I'll have 1 Cessna departure in between you and the Decathlon.
Okay, 55 Delta, thanks.
Cessna 747, runway 23, clear for takeoff, right turn out, approved.
Clear for takeoff, 92747, runway 23, right turn.
Hey, we're going around? Oh, yeah, let's go. control your touchdown point. Try to touch down adjacent to that first PAPI light. Okay. I think that's pretty solidly in the touchdown zone.
That's like halfway in, yeah.
Don't get too shallow. I see 2 reds and I see trees. Good, speed's looking good. You're back on glide path. Yeah, we're doing a stop and go, so you're going to bring this one to a complete stop. But now stick full aft. Start getting on the brakes as needed. Oh, very nice. And we can go.
Tower Mall 10 Papa Zulu, number 1, straight out from intersection Echo, runway 23. Lake short.
Mall 10 Papa Zulu, Hanscom Tower, good morning, runway 23.
Recording. Okay. For a wheel landing, and the debrief we had from the previous wheel landing we did was you're going to try and get us down a little bit lower before you start doing that little stair-stepping technique. And you can have the power at idle if you've got high energy out here, but if you need to arrest the energy, and you can even do that in the end game, in the landing flare, you can just give it a little shot of power.
Yeah, that's what I did last time.
Yeah. Yeah, you're making that end game play there. Yeah, but boy, that was that worked out for you.
Yeah, sure did. Alright, now we're getting wheel shimmy. I'm going to go around.
So we just go. I'll get rid of the wheel shimmy.
Hanscom Tower, information Lima, no current.
110, clear the Delta.
That's right pedal. Yeah. And watch you take that slip out now. I think we're pretty good. A little slow also. Are you comfortable doing the wheel landing or you want to do a 3-point?
No, let's do wheel landing.
Okay. And full stop.
Angel Flight 2609, you're number 1 now, traffic no factor, touching down.
2609, thanks.
Hey, 3-point it.